Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. First of all, happy Ugadi to you all, guys. And today we are going to be having the demo number 2. In this, we're going to be discussing about completely the technical, things. And now today, we have one of our student, who got the job in Chennai. And let me introduce Ms. Chandana. So, Chandana, can you tell me, what is your educational qualification and how did you learn Power BI and what is the salary package you got? Okay, sir, can you just tell me, Amma? Yeah.
Yeah, good morning to all. Myself Chandana. I completed my graduation in 2018. After that graduation, I don't know how to get job, and my brother is actually working in central government job. So I have no siblings to guide me, and friends also. I have no at all friends, and once upon a time I got the job in network engineer, and in that network engineer I received from 12,000 13,000 salary, and I worked a lot 1 year also, but my salary is not getting much more. And one day I browsing about how to get the job in MNC, like that I will browse in my Google, and parallelly in YouTube also, Bhaskar Jogi's classes also I parallelly attend. I know sir, I know sir, Bhaskar sir is a good mentor to me. I think in Power BI, learn after only I get the job in MNC, and not only MNC, any big company I got the job from Power. First I want to learn Power BI.
Good,
After
good,
that,
Chandana. So,
yes,
Chandana, where did which company, Amma, you got into?
we got in Tejo
Okay,
in
what is the
Chennai,
salary package they
completing in
offered?
Tejo. I offered, they offered to me as a 6.5, as 3 years
Six,
of experience.
okay, 6.5 lakh salary, is it?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
and and I learned Power BI. Whatever Bhaskar sir guide to me. First, you can learn Power BI with SQL and data warehouse and SSIS with project. Then only you got high 9 lakhs of salary. That Jogi sir inspired to me a lot of in online classes. And one day after I got the job, and I personally meet sir in Hyderabad, sir, and sir also got me personally and careerly. Sir gave me a good precautions and good mentor to me. Without Jogi sir, I am not getting the job in Power BI. This credit goes to
Basically,
only
where are
Jogi
you
sir.
from, Amma? Where are you from? Are you from Chennai
Nellore, sir.
or
Nellore.
Nellore?
I
Okay,
may,
okay, okay.
yes, sir. My,
Okay.
my, my native is Nellore, but I got the job in Chennai.
Okay,
And
you
I
got the
attend
job in
online
Chennai.
classes. Yeah,
Okay,
online
okay.
classes. And whatever the sir is telling, first you learn SQL. I think before SQL is not important, like that, I think. But after the sir told in online classes, without SQL, you don't, you got survey in, don't
You
survey
cannot
in,
survive, right?
yeah,
Without
yeah, in,
SQL, we
yes,
cannot survive in the IT industry. That is true.
yes, yes.
Right, right, right.
Before I did it, I don't know the Jogi sir. I think Power BI is enough to get the job, and
Correct.
I will survey like that. And after that, I meet Jogi sir. Then only I got one clear scenario. What is the,
Correct.
how to I learn, which skills is really happening to get the job. This is the key point to get the job to anyone. Someone told Power BI is enough. Someone told data warehouse enough, SSA is enough. Not one course. Power BI with SQL and data warehouse, SSIS. All these things is sir good teach very clearly, and even non IT guys also can learn how to get the job. And
Very good, Amma. Chandana,
where
thank you
yes,
so
sir.
much for your time. One point I wanted to ask you,
Yes,
and
yes.
so after joining the company, are you facing any difficulties, or are you able to, perform the tasks and all? And that is one thing you have to
Yeah,
share. And
I
currently, what is the work you have? Do you have the work in? SQL Server or Power BI, and which
Both of
technology
sir.
currently you're working?
Both,
Okay, SQL
in
Server and
both
Triple BA.
domain. Yes, sir. In both
Okay,
domain I have work. Without SQL queries, you can't able to do Power BI.
okay. So you're able to work. There's no problem as of now, right?
Yes, 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 sir.
Thank you, Chandana.
Without you,
Congratulations. Yeah,
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Without you, I am not surveying. After once I got the job, also without you, also I am not got the job. You are the good mentor to me. Thank you a lot of that.
thank you, Chandana. Thank
Yeah,
you so
yeah.
much. And we have one more girl. I think Harini. Harini is joined. Harini and Maunika from Vishakhapatnam. Harini from Bangalore. I think she got a job. And we have any other people have joined? Srilata, did you join, Amma? Sri Srilata, you there? Okay. So, and this is a story of Chandana. Uh, she is from Nellore actually, and she got into, one company, I think 1 or 2 months back. And recently, I think we got, at least 10 to 15, job offers. All of them are from October, November, and December by students. And one girl got job in, Canada also. I think I wanted to invite her. Probably I'll try, on Monday. Her name is Pratyusha, and the beautiness is that she got job immediately after the course is done, and 10 plus years she was, housewife there, and she couldn't to work because of, family issues, and no time to, you know, go. For her to learn new skills. So Pratyusha is also from Canada, and she also got lot of very good job opportunity. Actually, her husband is working in Microsoft US, and she couldn't work because of the family, and children are too small to pick up any new skill, and she was not able to get any time to appear for any new skills. Okay, so recently she completed her course in Power BI and SQL Server along with the data warehousing and SSIS, and she got, and lot many people. I would have trained thousands of students across India and across globe, and I used to have conduct lot of corporate trainings in 2005, 6, 7, KPIT, Pune, Infosys, all branches. I used to travel and teach. Infosys Bangalore, Infosys Mangalore, Infosys, Mysore. There was a big campus there, and Infosys Chennai, Infosys Hyderabad. A lot of campuses I used to go and teach. Tata Elxsi, Cognizant, Capgemini, Accenture. So where I used to get lot of corporate trainings. So after that, in 2010, from Bangalore to Hyderabad, I came in 2010, and we started an institution in Amirpet recently. After that, currently we don't have an institution. Only we are doing online courses. Okay, so that is what the story, guys. The Chandana story. Now, definitely, anybody can get into IT industry, but only thing is that you have to pick up new skills with the proper mentors and proper gurus. And I want today I wanted to take complete technical stuff only. Let us immediately concentrate on the subject. Okay, I have muted you guys, and let us talk about data. Right. So everybody has data. You have data. I have data. Company has data. Every temple has data. Every crime has data. Every police station has a data. Right. So the question is, what is the meaning of the data? So that is the question asked to Microsoft, right? So Microsoft says that, data is a currency today. That is what is the abbreviation or the meaning given by Microsoft, right? What is the data? Data means currency today, right? So data is fuel today. Whatever you wanted to do it, that we can do it with the help of a data. Clear? And Amazon is selling a lot of products, but how come Google is so rich? Google is not selling anything to you directly, right? WhatsApp is not selling anything to you directly. Facebook is not selling anything to you directly, but how come they are very, very rich in this world because they have your data. Clear? So data itself is a currency today. Data could be any data, enterprise data, crime data, personal data, travel data, any data, your hobbies data, interest data, whatever be the data that is there. If you have so much of a data, data is a currency today. So this is told by Microsoft to us. The same question asked, what is the meaning of data or what do you mean by data? So Microsoft says currency, uh, data is currency today, but Google says data is everything today. Whatever you think of, whatever you think of, everything today. It is artificial intelligence today. It is machine learning today. You wanted to create a driverless cars. Without a driver, I wanted to have a car. So that is also can be done. So whatever you wanted to have it, I wanted to do a lot of data analytics, predictions, right? I wanted to do a lot of decision making. Whatever you wanted to do it today, artificial intelligence, machine learning. So whatever you think of today, everything is a data, data, data. So that is what is told by Google, right? Without data, nothing is going to work, right? So you have to understand one more thing. IT industry means, so we're talking about IBM company, we're talking about, Cognizant, Capgemini, Microsoft, you take any company, Google. What is the raw material for the IT industry? IT means what? Information technology. IT means what? Information technology. So, if you have a steel plant, what is the raw material? They have to supply a lot of, steel, right? They have to get a lot of, the raw material they have to supply to bring out the steel, right? So what is that? So they'll have a lot of ores, lot of sand they need to supply if you want to get some out of something out of that. So what is that you have to supply to work in the IT industry? IT industry needs lot of data. ముడిసరుకు అంటాం కదా. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ముడిసరుకు? వాట్ ఈస్ ద రా మెటీరియల్ ఫర్ ద ఐటీ ఇండస్ట్రీ? Raw material for the IT industry is a data. Remember that. When you work for Microsoft tomorrow, or when you work for Google tomorrow, or when you work for Cognizant, Amazon, so whatever be the thing, whatever be the technology that you're working tomorrow, so all the IT companies are going to be using data is a raw material. Remember that. Data is a raw material for IT industry. So it is information technology. How do you get the information? By supplying the data, right? How do you get the information? By supplying the data of the company or by supplying, some data of some enterprise or a government or a country, whatever you wanted to have it. Clear? But the question is that what is the size of the data that you have it? Clear? What is the size of the data that you have it? So when the data size is very limited, for example, I'm getting every month only thousands of rows. My size is MBs of data. Every month I get 5 MBs of data, 10 MB of data, thousands of inquiries I may get it, or thousands of rows I may be capturing it. So all the data I wanted to store, I wanted to put it in Excel sheet. For example, goonlinetrainings.com is getting a lot of inquiries, right? For example, you call me and you ask us, sir, do you have, Java? Sir, do you have Power BI? Sir, do you have Msbi? So what normally we do, we create one Excel SL number and we say student name, right? And we write what is the course he or she requires and what is the date of inquiry, or simply we say date, and then we write whether if you're happy with the training and any payment paid and a date of payment, something like that we wanted to have. Definitely we wanted to also include your phone number and your email id, right? What is the phone number and email id? Lot of data we are going to capture, right? All this data goonlinetrainings.com is storing an Excel sheet, right? So one, for example, John calls and he says that he wanted to have a Java training. He called me on December 12th, 2021, or let me say, he calls me on January last year, and some phone number, and after that 90000123455, some phone number I'm just writing, and the fee paid is happy about the training. He paid some $1,000 and date of payment. So January 20, he made the payment at 2021. Clear? So like that, lot of data we are going to be getting. So every month, how much of data I'm getting? I'm getting only thousands of rows, thousands of inquiries. So where can I store the data? All the data I can store in Excel, right? So after storing the data in Excel, what is that as a manager or as a CEO of the company? What is that I wanted to know? I don't need how many people inquired. That is not the information I need. I need some more information. I wanted to get it. So to do that, some processing has to be done on the data. Clear? So when you have a small amount of data, all the companies are storing the data where? In Excel sheets, right? So where I'm storing my data? I'm storing my data in this in the Excel sheet. But this is not enough, and this is the sheet name is called student sheet, or I'll say inquiries sheet, right? Students or inquiries. And the sheet number 2, I create one more report called summary. In that, my team will be creating a report like this: year 2021, and Jan, Feb, March, like that. They will have April, and up to they'll have December. And the courses Java, SQL, and Power BI, and Python, and a lot of courses we are going to be having, right? So for all these things, every month we are going to be having what is called as a report. So they will go here, they'll simply count 1, 2, 3, how many people have inquired for Java. For example, to Raghu from India, he also inquired about Java on the same day, and some phone number, right? Some phone number. He paid, let us say 20,000 rupees cash on the someday. Okay, 20 or 19 or what is 21st, someday he made some payment, right? So next day, one more inquired, from India. Anita from India, and wanted to have a course, and she inquired on 21st or 20th of Jan, and with some phone number, and she inquired, but she did not join, right? So like that, we have one more guy, Peter from US. He inquired for Python course, and on the same day with some phone number, right? This guy made some, some $350 payment on, January 20. He inquired, and he made the payment, let us say 22nd, something like that. I have some data. Now somebody has to create a summary. So what is a Java, the what is the fee collected. So this is the report the company management wanted to have it. So Java, let us say we got some 20,000. SQL, we got some 15,000. Power BI, we got some 40,000. And Python, we got some 35,000. Like that, we are going to be having. So in this, we got some 24,000. We got some 12,000. We got some 35,000. We got some 55,000. Like that, every month data we are getting. This is what is called raw data. But nobody needs raw data. Everybody needs a summary. Ardhamavutunda? So you have the raw data, but end of the each month, I want to know what is the sales happened here, what is the sales happened here. So how many people have inquired. So this is what is called payments received, right? So like that, I create one more summary. I create means I will not create. My team is going to be creating. So number of inquiries, one more summary report. Number of inquiries for Java, we got some 120 inquiries. we got some 98 inquiries, we got some 78 inquiries, we got some 45 inquiries, we got 150 inquiries, and in SQL we got some 300 and 41 inquiries, and Power BI, let us say, these many inquiries. That is that number of inquiries we got. Clear? So every month I create one report. This is what is called number of inquiries. And in this one more report I create, and what is the amount I have collected. Am I clear? So I can easily understand, even though there are more inquiries, but less number of amount is collected. So this is what I can observe, right? The January month I am getting more, but in this month I am getting less. In this month I am getting more, in this month I am getting less, right? So what is the reason why, even though the Power BI inquiries are more, why I am not able to capture all these guys? What is the reason? Probably faculty is not so good, or whatever be the reason, I need to understand, right? So why are we going to create a report? Because this is the raw data. Raw data cannot tell you anything. So if I give you millions of data like this, can you understand anything? You will not be able to understand. You will not be able to say anything about this. But when I create a report and give it to you, when I create a report and give it to you, this report is telling a lot of information. You don't have you have very good business in the February in the Java sector. But even though number of inquiries are more in the February month, but the collection is very bad. Like that, you can talk about the story of my inquiries or my business. Clear? So this is what is important. So if you wanted to understand your data, so this is the raw data. So you are converting the raw data into meaningful information with the help of an Excel sheet. But as a human being, I'm doing. నేను ఎట్లా చేస్తున్నాను కంప్లీట్ గా ఐఎమ్ ఏబుల్ టు క్రియేట్ దిస్ రిపోర్ట్ by using my human skills. So manual I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that, and going here and typing. It is very impossible. When you have a large amount of data, definitely you will not be able to do this kind of a report. Clear? So when you have every month 500 inquiries, 1000 inquiries, 2000 inquiries, definitely you can create this kind of a summary. This summary is called as today a dashboard. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఈ సమ్మరీని మనం ఈరోజు ఏమనుకుంటున్నాం అంటే డాష్ బోర్డ్, విచ్ కెన్ షో యూ హౌ ద కంపెనీ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు గ్రో. ఎలా కంపెనీ గ్రో అవుతుందో it can tell you. So it can tell you about the insights, right? So if somebody gives you data, this data is not going to tell you anything. But when you create a summary or a dashboard, you can understand a lot of things. But all this data is a textual data. So I wanted to make it more meaningful. I wanted to make it more meaningful. So what I do, I take like this, I take like this, I go to insert, I create a lot of graphs or the charts like this. Clear? So I can easily understand Java, SQL, Power BI and Python. So Python is doing good, and Power BI is not doing good, SQL is not doing good, and Java is not doing it. So end of the day, this data, this is the data you got it. The data now you're able to visualize like this. So this is what is called, what is a report? A report means create the data in the textual format. This is what is called a report. So instead of creating reports and showing the data, understanding the data, you can also create what is called as a visualizations. అర్థమవుతుందా? So that anybody can understand, okay, this is what is the student's data. Now the CEO of the company can understand very easily with the help of what is called a report and with the help of a visualization. Clear? So what is a report? Report means show the data, represent the data in the textual manner. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో వాట్ యు మీన్ బై రిపోర్ట్? రిపోర్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి? రిపోర్ట్ మీన్స్ షో ద డేటా ఆర్ డిస్ప్లే ద డేటా ఆర్ రెండర్ ద డేటా. రెండరింగ్ మీన్స్ డిస్ప్లేయింగ్. డిస్ప్లే ద డేటా, display the data using textual, using text. Okay, so using text means normally in the table format. We create a table, we show the table, we show the table to the end user, which is not going to give you much more impact to the end user. Clear? But when you create a visualization, when you create a visualization, what do you mean by visualization? Represent the data, represent the data in the form of what? Charts and graphs. Charts and graphs is called as a visualization. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? Represent the data in the form of charts and graphs, so that the same data the company wanted to understand, but you don't want to give a textual data like this, you don't want to give a dashboard like this, you wanted to create a beautiful report. Clear? So how you're able to create a beautiful report? With the help of a Excel sheet. So Excel sheet is very, very good reporting tool or data visualization tool when you have a small amount of data. Remember that. When you have a small amount of data, Excel is very, very good. Excel is very, very good. You can create a beautiful reports with the help of Excel, and you can present the data to your boss. You can present the lot of visualization to your boss. That is, everything is good. But when the data size is small, clear? When the data size is bigger, when the data size is bigger, that is where we create lot of issues, right? So what is the now, for example, I wanted to store the GBs of data. Think about Amazon company. Amazon company or State Bank of India or Deutsche Bank, any banking industry, every day they get lakhs of rows, or every day they'll get millions of data, right? So thousands of millions of data every day they'll be getting it. So per month, I'm getting only 5 MB, 10 MB of data, but the companies like Amazon.com, Facebook.com, IRCTC, Indian Railways, or Yatra.com, BookMyShow.com. I'm talking from Indian, the enterprises. Clear? So like that, you have Walmart, you have, Netflix.com. So what is the size of the data every month they will be getting it? It will be millions of data, right? So lakhs of rows. Every month they may be getting 200 GB of data, 300 GB of data, 400 GB of data every month. Am I clear? Now, can I store all the data in Excel? Can I have Excel size is 100 GB? The Excel file will not open. So if you wanted to store large amount of data, this is where we are going to be using one more software called Rdbms software, and this is what is called as SQL software. Nana. అర్థమవుతుందా? If you wanted to store large amount of data, Excel is not sufficient. So we are going to be using one more tool or a software called SQL software or RDBMS software. This is completely to be used to store the data. RDBMS అంటే Relational Database Management System, which is going to be used to store the data. So how you can understand RDBMS? RDBMS అంటే go down, store room అనుకోండి. Got a tank, 1,000 liter of tank, water tank, where you should be able to store the water. So if you have large amount of data, when you have a large amount of data, you will not be able to store in the Excel sheet, right? We have to have different software. The software is called as RDBMS, Relational Database Management Software, which is also called as a SQL software. Clear? So SQL software means, what is the meaning of SQL? SQL is a go down or a storeroom. Clear? Where you should be able to store, you know, uh, uh, GBs of data, gigabytes of data. You can assume that there is a 5,000 liters of water tank. There is a 10,000 liters of water tank. You should be accommodate, a large amount of water over there, right? So what is the purpose of a water tank? You have to put the water, get the water. Put the water, get the water. RDBMS SQL ante, you have to understand this is a data bank, right? We have a gold bank where the gold is available. We have a blood bank where the blood is available. There is a data bank. The data bank is called as SQL bank, or it is also called as a database. Database, base means a bank. So where you're storing large amount of data ante RDBMS. RDBMS softwares ni we are going to call this as a data bank. Clear? But when you store large amount of data, somebody has to process the data, right? Processing means simply I wanted to know what is the total. For example, this guy paid this much and this guy paid this much. So this plus this is a processing. Clear? Processing, what is the total amount? 20,000 plus 1,000, 21,000. So processing means doing some kind of a plus operation, minus operation, average operation, minimum, maximum, counting. So how many people have inquired? I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally 520 people have inquired in the month of January, out of which 21 people have inquired for Java. See, I have to do the counting. The counting is called as a processing. So I have to perform summing operation. That is what is called processing. I have to perform plus minus average operations. All these called as a processing. Clear? When you have a small amount of data, manually I am able to create a process. But when you have millions of data, can I do it manually? It is impossible. Clear? That is where we are going to be using a language. Clear? So what are the data banks we have? We have lot of data banks are available, right? Now, if you wanted to deposit the cash, we have ICICI Bank, we have Citibank, we have, State Bank of India, we have a Deutsche Bank, we have HSBC Bank. A lot of banks are available, right? So where you can deposit the cash, you can withdraw the cash. If you have a blood bank, a lot of blood banks are available. So RDBMS and SQL మనం ఏమనుకోవచ్చు? These are called data banks. These are called what? Data banks. So what are the data banks are available in this world? The popular data bank is Oracle. Oracle is a data bank, which is a software where you can store large amount of data, and whenever you need, you can get the data from Oracle. What is Oracle? Oracle is a godown. Oracle is a storeroom. Oracle is a tank. అని ఊహించుకోండి మీరు. ఒక ట్యాంక్ అనుకోండి, ట్యాంక్ లో ఏం పెడతాం? Oracle tank లో we are going to be putting data. Clear? It is from Oracle company. There is one more tank. So we have a Syntax tank, we have Ashirvad tank, Adarsh tank, right? So there is a tank called SQL Server. It is from Microsoft. So Microsoft, where you can install this software in your laptop, you can store large amount of data. Or there is one more software called MySQL software. So there is one more software called DB2. It is from IBM. Clear? We have one more software called Netiza. It is also from IBM. Clear? So you have lot many data storing softwares are available in this world. Lot many data storing softwares are available in this world. Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, DB2, Netiza. Then we have Teradata, right? So Teradata is one more software, right? And we have PostgreSQL. All these are different data storage softwares. And we have Sybase. అర్థమవుతుందా? So how many softwares are available? So these are called RDBMS softwares or SQL software. What is the purpose of RDBMS software? Means storing the data, retrieving the data. What is the purpose of a bank? Deposit the cash, withdraw the cash. What is the purpose of a blood bank? Put the blood and get the blood. Put the blood, get the blood. Clear? So Oracle is a data banking software. SQL Server from Microsoft, data banking, right? MySQL is a data banking software. So where you can store how much of a data? Gigabytes of data. For example, every month you go, you understand you're getting large amount of data. Let me show you I open Chrome and I wanted to buy a product in Amazon.in. Clear? So when I open this and I wanted to buy a washing machine, so what is that I wanted to do it? I wanted to go and click on this. I wanted to buy this product. If I wanted to buy this product, what happens? Now I click on this. Now what happens is I am planning to make a payment, add cart or buy now. So when I'm trying to do the payment, it is going to be asking what is the email ID and everything. So once I give, I make the payment. So whatever you are seeing is a website or application. This application is created using Java or .NET. It is a front-end language. Clear? But how the data is being stored? This is connected to one of the backend server, Oracle or SQL server. So whenever you buy any product, the data from here is going to go to where? To this place only. అర్థమవుతుందా? Whenever you book a train ticket, flight ticket, where is the data is going to go? The data is going to go to the SQL server. So this website is connected. Remember, this website is connected. This may be Java application, Android application. For example, I wanted to use Android Amazon application, or I wanted to use Amazon iOS application. So Android has to talk one of the Rdbms to store the data. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? So this is not going to store your data. So all the images, all the price, everything retrieved from Rdbms software only. So all the data is available where? Not in Amazon website. All the data is available in your SQL server or Oracle only. We do not know that this website is bringing the data from there. మనకు తెలియదు అంతే. We do not know that this data is being retrieved from one of these softwares. We don't know. Clear? So tomorrow I want to know what is the total sales, what are my orders. I'll be simply going to my orders and I wanted to know what is the total amounts I purchased last year, how many number of orders I got it. I do lot of reports or lot of summary. Clear? If you wanted to have the summary again, if you wanted to process some data, we are going to be using a Java or a .NET or an Android, or right, you may be having SAP or blah blah blah. Clear? So language is not going to store data. So this is an application created using a language Java or a .NET. So this language is not storing the data. Whenever you click on a make payment button, what happens? It is going to be taking the card details, payment made details, phone number, everything. All the data will be stored in the SQL server or Oracle software only, or any Rdbms software. అర్థమవుతుందా? Now tomorrow I wanted to see what are the total orders I wanted to see. I placed. So the processing has to happen, right? It has to go to the database and create some processing, and it will show you have placed these many orders last 1 month. You have placed last 1 year. These are the orders, blah, blah, blah. Clear? So all the processing is going to be happening by the language. Clear? So when you have this much of a data, all the data will be stored where? In the Rdbms. But now you understand there is a terabytes of data. For example, every month you are getting millions of data, billions of data, trillions of data. So what is that? Where is that you're going to be keeping all the data? You assume every month you are getting 500 GB of data. Let us assume every month you are getting 500 GB of data. Now is equivalent to 12 months of data. 12 months, every month 500 GB. It is going to be 6 terabytes per year. I am talking about 10 years of data. Now tell me 6 terabytes into 10. It is approximately 60 terabytes of data. Now, can I store all the terabytes of data in a simple Rdbms? The answer is no. When you wanted to store terabytes of data, you have to use one more software called data warehouse tools. Ardhamautunda? So when you wanted to store large amount of data, large means what? Terabytes of data. We're talking about this is a size. When you have, every month 500 GB, 500 GB, 500 GB, the Amazon.com is getting. But how can I store all this data? I have to store all the data into one more software called data warehouse. Warehouse means go down. Warehouse అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి నాన్న? Warehouse means go down. So where you are going to be storing a large amount of data. That's it. So these are very, very bigger, hardwares first. So the first of all, how do you store terabytes of data means we are going to be using a data warehousing softwares. How much of a data you are going to be storing and terabytes of data? 10, 20 terabytes of data we are going to be storing. But who's going to be processing your data means business intelligence tools. Ardhamautunda? So business intelligence is created if you wanted to process this much of a data. Why can't I use Java.NET everything here? Because if I use Java.NET here, you have to write so much of a code. Now, when the data is more, and if you're planning to write more coding and everything, it will take a lot of time to create a lot of reports. The companies wanted to create a report without writing any code. Okay, the companies wanted to write, so without writing any code. For example, I'll give you simple scenario. I have to wash my clothes. I have 10 shirts. What I do, I spend 1 hour of time and I wash the clothes manually. But if I have thousands of shirts, that is where I'm going to be using a washing machine. So washing machine also may give me 1 hour time. So I complete the washing within 1 hour. So for the 10 shirts also, I am planning to use manually, same 1 hour. So definitely, if you have 1 or 2 shirts and buying a washing machine is useless, right? If you have large amount of clothes to be washed, that is where you have to the better buy the product of washing machine. Ardhamautunda? So when you have large amount of data, instead of washing 1,000 shirts manually, I buy a washing machine. If I have so much of a data, I don't use Java and .NET here because I have to write so much of a code. Without writing a code, we can get business intelligence tools to process my data. Clear? If you don't process, for example, raw data, this is the raw data. Raw data will not tell you anything. Raw data will not tell you anything. You have to create a dashboard. To create a dashboard, I have to do this summary. I have to get the summary. Clear? So summary is important. I have to get the summary. How I'm able to get the summary? With the help of a processing. Who's going to be processing? BA tools. Clear? So now, first of all, what is a data warehouse? Let us understand. You should not write like this, data ware space house. So there is no space here. So warehouse is a single word. You cannot also write like this, data ware space house. This is also wrong. This is also wrong. This is the right way. You should not use like this. Clear? Warehouse is a single word. Remember. Now, how the data warehouse can be created? That is the question. So if you want to create a data warehouse, so you have to buy big hardware first. You have to buy big hardware. For example, I am buying a laptop today. So what is my laptop? I'll show you. What is my laptop size? I'll tell you. I'll go to this PC. I am having approximately 1 TB of hard disk. What is the database hard disk size? 1 TB. Let me show you the RAM and the processor. Right click, go to show more options, properties. I want to tell you I am having 8 GB of RAM. Okay. I am having 1 gigahertz of processor, and I am having Windows 11. Clear, everything is fine. But with the 8 GB of RAM, and I'm having only 1 terabyte of hard disk, 1 terabyte of hard disk in my laptop, I am going to be installing a software called a Oracle software. What is the maximum data I can put in Oracle software? 1 terabyte. Why? Because I'm installing in my laptop. So when I'm installing Oracle in my laptop, so maximum data you can store is the maximum hard disk capacity, that is 1 terabyte. But if I buy a bigger hardware with 1000 terabyte of hard disk, 500 GB of RAM, and 100 processors. So now I am going to be installing in this machine a Rdbms software. What software? Rdbms tools only I'm going to be installing. So if I'm having a bigger hardware, if I install Oracle or a SQL Server or a Netezza or a Teradata in the bigger hardware, I can accommodate large amount of data. Very, very simple. Am I clear? So what is a data warehouse? Data warehouse will be created with the help of these softwares only. Remember that point. Data warehouse can be created. Data warehouse can be created with the help of this softwares only. But how come these softwares are accommodate more data? Because bigger hardware. If I install Oracle in my machine, in my laptop, it is simply Oracle software I have installed. That's what I say. But if I install a Oracle software in the bigger hardware, I'll say this machine is Oracle data warehousing machine. Okay, this machine is SQL Server data warehousing machine. This machine is Teradata data warehousing machine. So what is the difference between a data warehouse server and normal SQL server? If you install SQL Server in your laptop, it is simply SQL Server. But if you buy a bigger hardware, install SQL Server, then what will happen? It will become a data warehouse SQL Server. For example, you have a bucket. What is the bucket size? 30 liters. You have a bigger tank. What is the size of the tank? 1000 liter or 5000 liter. So bucket is made up of a plastic. Tank is also made up of a plastic. But why are you calling that as a bucket? Why are you calling this as a tank or a reservoir? Because size is bigger. When the size is bigger, we are calling the same plastic as a tank or a reservoir. Clear? So when the size is more, the same machine is called as a data warehousing machine. అర్థమవుతుందా? So data, to create a data warehouse, you don't need any different software. Remember this point. To create a data warehousing, you don't need any different software, Nana. You have to use Oracle or a SQL Server or a Netezza or a DB2 Teradata. One of these softwares can be used to create your data warehousing machine, because data warehouse is a SQL software only, RDBMS software only. Clear? So when you have so much of a data, we are going to be putting terabytes of data. So just now I told you every month you are getting some 500 GB of data into 12 months data is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data into 5 years of data. So approximately 30 terabytes of data. That is what is my data warehouse size. To accommodate, can I buy 30 laptops? Because each laptop on hard disk capacity is 1 terabyte. Can I have 30 terabyte of hard disk in my laptop? My motherboard will not support, my RAM will not support, my processor will not support, it will fail. అర్థమవుతుందా? So, are you able to understand? So, when you have a large amount of data to be stored, normal laptops are not useful. You have to buy the bigger hardware. In the bigger hardware, you have to install Rdbms software. What Rdbms? You can use any one of the Rdbms softwares. So that machine is called as a data warehousing machine. There is no data warehouse software. Remember this. There is no data warehouse software. So how do you process? So what are the BA tools we have? We have lot many BA tools are available. We have SAP BA. We have SAP BA. We have SAS BA. We have Oracle BA, right? And we have a lot of BA tools are available. Next, we have Msbi. Then we have Tableau BA. We have Tableau BA, then we have a Power BI. Like that, thousands of BI tools are available. Remember, so BI tools are completely non-coding softwares. Remember, BI tools are completely non-coding softwares. Anybody who knows Rdbms or who knows SQL very well, they can easily work with all SAP BI, SAS BI, OBI, Msbi. Let us understand all these are non-Microsoft products. Let us understand first this. So, and let us talk about Msbi. Msbi, it is a Microsoft Business Intelligence. It is only one tool here. What tool we are going to be getting when you install this? It is completely reporting tool. We can create this kind of a beautiful visualizations, nothing else. So we can go and create a beautiful visualization like this, and with the help of let me take this data. I wanted to create a lot of visualization means, so get that data and do some kind of a processing and create this kind of a visualizations. So with the help of which softwares? Reporting softwares. Okay. SAP BI is a reporting software. SAS BI is a reporting software. OBI is a reporting software. So these are released early 2000 and 2001 to those times, and very, very complex to learn and very, very costly softwares. Very, very costly software, only one report. So these are released into the market early 2000. So 2000, 2001. So, that time. So what Microsoft has done, what Microsoft done in 2005. So what they have done, they said, we are going to give you not only one tool. So Microsoft is giving you three tools, three softwares. So what are they? So one is called SSIS, second one is called SSAS, the third one is called SSRS. Clear? So the first tool is called ETL tool. We'll understand what is ETL in Monday's class. Okay. Monday also we have a final demo, right? In that I'm going to be talking about this. So SSIS is a ETL software. This is what is called analysis software, and SSRS is a reporting software. Clear? What is MSBA? MSBA means SSIS and SSAS and SSRS. We will understand what is SSIS, what is SSAS, everything in Monday's class. Same meeting ID can be used. So Monday is the final demo. So we'll understand in depth of that. Don't worry about it. Clear? So, and which is going to be given for free. So Microsoft is telling, if you buy SQL Server RDBMS software, you need not buy a BI software. You need not buy a BI software. You should be able to store the data, and BI is able to connect it with the SQL Server and create a lot of beautiful reports. That is what Microsoft is saying. You need not make the payment separately for this, and I'm going to be giving you for free. If you don't have SQL Server, you can make only one third of the cost of the above softwares. For example, SAP BA, SAP BA, only reporting if you're paying, let us say $100. If you're saying $100 for only reporting software, Microsoft say you pay only 35 bucks. I will give you a lot of software, not only reporting. I will give you ETL software, I will give you analysis software, and which is free or one third cost, and which is very, very easy to use it. So many company easy to use, many companies were completely demanding or jumping because of Microsoft brand. So a lot of companies stopped using SAP BA, SAS BA, Oracle BI, and many companies using because drag and drop software released early in the 2005 and this became so famous worldwide. And three tools you will be able to have it in your computer. All of them are drag and drop softwares and very very good brand. So Microsoft always will reduce the number of lines of the code, drag and drop. Any non-technical people also can understand Msbi. But what is happened? So slowly, this is what is Microsoft is doing in early 2010 or 2012. So Tableau BI got released, which is a purely reporting software. So this is very very easy. Any non-technical people also can use this, and it is purely reporting software. And many companies slowly jumping into Tableau softwares to create a reports because SSRS where a developer has to create a reports. Again, SSIS where a developer has to do a lot of work. So SSIS where analysis, everything has to be done by the developer. But Tableau BA, you need not have any developer. Simply MBA guys, BCom guys, botany, zoology guys, anybody can create a beautiful report. And early 2010, it is released and 70 to 80% of the market share occupied by Tableau BI, which is a purely a reporting software. Okay, you will understand what is the reporting and everything. So you can create this kind of a visualization and no technical things are needed. A non-technical people can easily create. Clear? So to give a competition to Tableau BI, Microsoft released a software called Power BI. Power BI software, where in the 2015, which is a completely a reporting software. Remember, what kind of a software it is? It is a reporting software that is released in 2015 by Microsoft. When the Power BI released, because of the brand and everything, Tableau has gone to the second position. Tableau BA has gone to the second position. Now Power BI is completely rocking into the market. 70, 80, percent of the share whole, worldwide is occupied by, Power BI because of Microsoft strategy. Now it is a completely reporting tool. So what Microsoft says is that if you wanted to perform a ETL, what is ETL? You don't know, but you will understand in the better way tomorrow. Tomorrow means in the Monday. So you can use SSIS, you can use SSAS, you can use to store the data. We can have SQL Server software. It is a data storage. So data can be stored. And for the ETL and analysis purpose, you can go. And instead of using SSRS, we can use Power BI. Okay. So companies are using now MSBI along with the Power BI. So they stopped using SSRS or they use both of them. They use both of them. One is SSRS suite. The next one is Power BI. To create a Power BI, you don't need any technical things. You need not be a developer. So who can use Power BI? Any non-technical people, especially MBA guys, especially BCom guys, botany, zoology guys, BA, BA guys, intermediate, diploma guys, anybody can create a beautiful Power BI reports. And this is what is called self-service BI. What is the meaning? Self-service means any non-technical people can create. For example, I wanted to prepare a pizza. Can I prepare a pizza? I don't know cooking. I don't know cooking. Can I prepare a pizza? It is impossible. But I wanted to cook 2 minutes Maggie or 2 minutes noodles, right? I can boil the water, put into Maggie, then I can eat it, right? That is what is called self-service food. Self-service BI means anybody can create a report, anybody can cook Maggie noodles in India, right? So simply boil the water, you get the Maggie packet and put it to the boiled water, then food is ready. So Power BI such a tool, Any non-IT people also can create a beautiful reports. Clear? But you can only create a simple reports. Clear? If you wanted to create a complex reports, that is when you have to know the technical things as well. Clear? So Power BI is similar to Excel sheet only. Power BI similar to Excel sheet only. But remember, to learn a Power BI, you need not know anything, not even Excel. మీకు ఎక్సెల్ కూడా రావాల్సిన పని లేదు. ఓకే, బట్ వై ఆర్ వి లెర్నింగ్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ సర్వర్? బికాస్ when you join the companies, lot of data is getting stored in the SQL server database. Clear? If you wanted to retrieve the data, they will say go to SQL server and retrieve the data, go to Oracle and retrieve the data, go to data warehouse and retrieve the data and create a report. Clear? If you don't know SQL server in depth, if you don't know Rdbms in depth, definitely you will not be able to create a beautiful reports, because Power BI, nothing is there in the Power BI. The complete data is available where? The complete data is available in the either in these machines or in the data warehousing machines. So when you join IT companies, they don't give you 1,000 rows to deal with it. In training programs, they'll show you only small amount of data, and you think that okay, if I get an Excel sheet, I can create a report. But when you join the company, the scenario is different. In the training, the faculty will show you only Excel sheets. But in the reality, the Excel sheets will disappear. The databases are going to come. Oracle is going to come. SQL Server is going to come. MySQL is going to come. DB2 is going to come. Netezza is going to come. That is when you're stuck. If you know basics, that is not sufficient. You have to know 70% of the interview questions, 70% of the work will be done in the Rdbms only. You have to learn one, either Oracle you have to learn, or MySQL you have to learn, or SQL Server you have to learn. One Rdbms software you have to know thoroughly, not basics. Clear? So that is what is very, very important. So SQL Server or Oracle is very, very easy software. Anybody can easily learn. Clear? I'll take 5 more minutes and we'll continue further. So when you have a terabytes of data, you're able to store the data where? In the data warehouse, and you can process the data. But when you have a petabyte of data, it is a bigger size data I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking about a petabyte of data, then zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yollabyte of data. When you have this much of a data, it is a bigger size. Now this is what is called as a big data. When you have so much of a data, can I store all the data into the data warehouse? Data warehouse will fail. So this is where we are going to be using one more software called Hadoop. So where you can store large amount of data, we can also process the large amount of data. Clear? So this is where I'm going to be using a software called Hadoop software. Many people will be calling Hadoop big data software. I will give you simple example and I'll stop it. Clear? I wanted to go to supermarket from my home. It is 3 kilometers away. How do I go? I can go by a walk. I can go by a cycle. I can go by a bike. Right? So it is 3 kilometers from my home. So I can take a bike and go. I wanted to go to 500 kilometers. Can I take a bike and go? Can I walk 500 kilometers, 500 miles? It is impossible. So what should I do? I take a car and go, or I go by a train, or I go by a bus, right? So when the distance is less, I'm using a bike. When the distance is more, I'm using a car or the train or the bus. When the data size is small, you're using Excel softwares. When the data size is bigger, you're using what? SQL software and other softwares. So I wanted to go to America. Can I go by a bus? Can I go by a train? So I have to go by a flight. When the data size is in terabytes, I have to use data warehousing and BI. So when the I wanted to go to America from India, so I have to use what? A data warehouse and BI tools. You cannot use bus and car and train to go to America. Okay, I have to go to moon or Mars. Can I go by a flight? I have to use a rocket. I have to use what? A rocket. Clear? So you need to understand rocket is so powerful, Hadoop is so powerful. Can I use Hadoop everywhere? Because Hadoop, so you can use a rocket to go everywhere. So you understand Excel is also more important, bus and train is also more important, flight is also more important, and Hadoop and rocket is also more important. The question is, when to use what? So the companies will use Hadoop. Mukesh Ambani is going to use flight. So Mukesh Ambani may use a rocket. So Mukesh Ambani also will go by a walk, right? Bill Gates will go by a walk. He will come to office, then get down from the car, and he will go. So he will use a flight to come down to India. After that airport, he will take a car, and after that, he will go by a walk and go to the office. So multiple tools are available, not only single tool. Remember that. Clear? So Amazon company will use Excel. Amazon company will use Rdbms. Amazon company will use data warehousing. Amazon company also will use what? Hadoop. Clear? So you have to remember small size means this, gigabytes means this, you have a terabytes of data means this software. When you have unlimited data, so much of a data, that is where the Hadoop software, this software is not from Microsoft, right? So this is developed by one more software company, the software company called Apache Software Foundation. So Hadoop software is a free software. It is not a commercial software. Remember this point also. So this is being developed by Apache Software Foundation. Hadoop is a free software. But to install the software, you need to buy the hardware. Hardware you have to buy, but software is free. But these softwares are not free. All these are softwares are commercial softwares. Clear? Hadoop software is completely free softwares. So only for the hardware you have to buy a lot of servers and everything. To configuration you need to recruit a lot of people. Network you need to buy the network setups and routers, right? So if you wanted to store large amount of data, the companies are going to be using what? Hadoop softwares nowadays. So some people will say big data analytics or data warehousing, BI analytics. All these are so depends upon the data. Now, two things we need to understand. So what is a data analytics means? Data analytics also called as a business intelligence, BI. Data analytics is called as a business intelligence, or it is also called as a business analytics. Okay, it is also called as what analytics? Business analytics. Clear? So what is the meaning of this? Meaning is understanding the past. Understanding the past is called as a data analytics. అర్థమవుతుందా? So the best example, what was the sales in 2010 in Amazon.com in India? What was the sales in 2011? What was the sales in 2012? Understanding the past. What was my income last year? What was the sales last quarter? What was the sales in the yesterday? Yesterday is already gone, right? Understanding the past is called data analytics or business intelligence or business analytics. అర్థమవుతుందా? So understanding the past, how the business happened till yesterday. Clear? So that is what is called data analytics. But what is data science? Data science means data science is called as a data mining. Okay, earlier it used to called as a data mining. Now it is also called as artificial intelligence, machine learning. All of them are synonyms only. ఇవన్నీ అంటే ఒకటే. So predicting the future. Predicting the future. So this is what is called a data science. Okay. So you have a data where the data can be stored. Data can be stored in Excel. Data can be stored in Rdbms. Data can be stored in data warehousing. Data can be stored in Hadoop. అర్థమవుతుందా? If you are doing data science applications on Hadoop, you are going to be taking the historical data and I wanted to predict for the future. Clear? So predictions, data science can be applied on Excel data, data science can be applied on Rdbms data, data science can be applied on data warehousing data, data science can be applied on the Hadoop data, data analytics can be applied on like Excel data, so Rdbms data. So data analytics and data science, both of them needs data. What data? Historical data, right? So all the data we can give. So one application can tell you, what was the sales, and one application can tell you what would be the sales in the future. For example, in India, the obesity rate is 12%. Obesity rate. So who's going to be telling you this? This application can tell you how was the business. Okay. Now this application can tell you obesity rate. So it is increased to 14%. So like that it is increasing. So because of this increasing trend, I wanted to predict how many people may die in the next year because of obesity rate is getting increases day by day in India. In 2012, it is 18%. In 2013, it is, let us say, 23.5% or 3%. Okay. So if I am getting some data, now I wanted to predict how many people may get cardiac arrest next 1 year because of this obesity. How many people may become diabetic patients next 1 year? So because of that, how many diabetic tablets I wanted to manufacture and keep it ready? How many, heart related disease tablets I would like to manufacture and keep it. So all these things need to be predicted today and manufacturing has to happen immediately. Clear? So if you wanted to do that kind of a predictions, data science algorithms are going to be used. Clear? So never go into data science, I'm telling you, which is very complex. So if you wanted to go into data analytics, what is that you have to learn? You have to learn SQL plus data warehousing and any BI softwares you have to learn. Okay. So how many days it will take to learn this? It is a 3 months course and hot skill. Clear? Which is a hot skill. But unfortunately, if you wanted to get into data science, so what all you need to learn? SQL, data warehousing, plus you have to know what is called as a Python. Python you need to know, plus you have to know machine learning algorithms. This is what is called artificial intelligence, the neural networks, deep learning, all these things, natural language processing, all these things you need to learn. It is 18 months course. అర్థమవుతుందా? If somebody is saying data science is hot, definitely which is hot, but which is not so easy. You people cannot directly dump into that. To learn data science, you have to be good in statistics. Remember this. So if you don't know proper statistics, don't learn this. And you have to be good in maths, and you have to learn all these things. And many people think that if I learn a Python itself is a data science. No, Python is a 30 days course. Python is a 30 days course. It is remaining, it is 1 month course. 30 days means it's 1 month course, right? So remaining 17 months, you have to learn machine learning algorithms. So remember, so which is very complexity here. Machine learning is very complex. Clear? Never directly jump into data science kind of a technologies. If you Google it, it is a hot skill. You will get more salaries, but it's impossible you to get into that. Course fees also minimum 3 to 6 lakhs you need to pay. Don't take 90,000, 20,000, 34,000. So no institutions are giving you this kind of a 20,000 data science and which is a hot skill. If you're simply learning this kind of a courses, you will waste your time. you never ever get a job in the IT industry. You will become when you learn this course, data analytics means Power BI or Msbi, all these are called data analytical courses, right? So you will become a BA developer. You will become a BA developer here, or you will become a software engineer. That is the role you are going to be paying. You know what is the role you are going to be getting here? You are not an engineer, you are not a developer, you are a data scientist. Remember, you are not a software engineer. Scientist means who can do the R&D, research and development. Remember, it is not an engineering role. So many people think that it is also simply a faculty role. It is simply a data engineering role, software. You are not going to be a software guy. You are going to be scientist. Scientist means purely R&D skill set you need to have in your brain, right? So then only jump into this kind of a courses. It is very, very costly, and minimum 3 to 6 lakhs you have to have it. So if you're interested, first jump into this kind of a courses and learn, work for 5 10 years in the data analytics field, then jump into data science field. That is the best thing to do that, because getting directly into this is very, very impossible, guys. And try to understand my point and try to implement data analytics with Power BI or Msbi. Monday's class I'll be talking about completely what is Power BI, what is Msbi, and what is SSIS, what is SSAS, and what is SSRS. So that is what I'm going to be discussing on Monday's class. Tomorrow is holiday, guys, and you will understand in depth. So people who have joined today, you have to fill it up. So this form, I think many people have filled it up yesterday. If you're joining first time, I'm giving you in the chart window now. So what you have to do, you have to fill this form. If you already done it yesterday, ignore it. So you have to take this form and copy and paste it. You have to give your details there, so that today's recorded video, yesterday's recorded video, after 1 hour you will be able to get it. You give your email address, your full name with surname according to Aadhaar card, PAN card, your city, your phone number, including outside India can people have to give, including the code name, right? So course you can write Power BI, date, today's date you need to mention, let us say 02 April and 2022. In this you need to mention Power BI, and the Monday we are going to be having final demo number 3. In that we need to understand what is the difference between Power BI and MSBI, what is a data warehousing, what is ETL, and everything we'll understand. You have much more opportunities in the Power BI sector, and many people can get into IT industry. I will give you about SQL Server brief intro for 2 minutes, then we are done. So this was the Microsoft, this is a Microsoft software released in, when did they release this version? They have released 1.0 version when? In 1989, completely Rdbms software it is, Rdbms tool it is. Clear? So later 3.0 version, then 5.0, then 7.0, the next version got released. So SQL Server 2000. So it is completely Rdbms software. But later, what these people have done? Okay, what these people have done? They have released SQL Server 2005. So in the 2005 year, so this time it is Rdbms software. In this only, it is they have added Msbi. So SSIS, SSAS, and SSRS got injected in this version only. What do you mean by SS? SS means SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server integration services. What do you mean by SS? SS means SQL Server analysis services, SQL Server reporting services. So this is what is called Msbi. When you install this version, you will be able to get Rdbms, but also this. Now, what are the current versions they have released? 2008, then 2008 R2 got released, and 2012, and 2014, and 2016, and 2017. The current version is a 2019 software. So this is the software you have to use it, guys. So which software I'm going to be giving it to you? I'm going to be giving it to you SQL Server 2019 software that you have to install. So not today, I'll show you next week. Okay, so to install this, so when you install, you will be able to get Rdbms and Rdbms SQL software you can get it, plus Msbi software also will be installed in your computer, but you have to have compulsorily Windows 10 or later or 11. Don't ask me, sir, if I Windows 8, what should I do? I cannot tell you the answer. You go to the nearest hardware shop, ask them to format your laptop immediately, take the backup, and SQL Server you have to install. Plus, you have to install compulsorily MS Office 2007 or any later editions. And PDF you have to install WinZip or rare software for the zipping purpose we need to install, and we will install Power BI software also later. So all these softwares I'll give you. Okay, if you don't have these softwares, I can give it to you, but definitely everybody will get SQL Server 2019 software and how to install these softwares. So I'm not going to be spending time for this. I'll tell you how to install this software on next week, probably Tuesday we can have. Monday demo number 3 will be over. So you have to install this software. What is that? You need to have Windows 10 or 11, otherwise Power BI will not be installed. If you have previous versions, you have to uninstall them. If you have 2017, 2016, I strongly recommend to remove them, and I will give you the software once you make the payment by Tuesday. I'll show you how to install the softwares online classes so that you can get one laptop ready, so we can easily continue from there. So what is the version we have? SQL Server 2019. You have to install it so that you will have Rdbms software plus Msbi software will be installed in the computer. Clear? So that is what is this. And next Monday demo number 3 will be there, and all the people have to submit the form so that you will get the discounted fee. If you don't submit the form, you are not eligible for the discounts as well. You need to submit now. Clear? Or after the demo, if you're not able to get in the chart window, you write me email, go online.bhaskar. I will be able to give you that link in the mail so that you can just open and you will be able to fill the form. If you fill the form, you will be able to get the discounted fee. Fee details will be told in the Monday's class. After the Monday's class, my people are going to be calling you. So these are the numbers from where you will be able to get the calls, fees details, discounts, everything you will be able to get it. If you don't get any fees discounts after the third demo, so then definitely you can just mail me, and so that I can help you for the payments and everything on Mondays after the demo. So third demo will be on Monday with the same meeting ID, guys. And today I have completed part 2 demo. Part 3, we are going to be focusing on what is SSIS, what is SSAS, what is SSRS, what is Power BI, what is data warehousing, what is ETL. All these things in detail we're going to discuss on Monday's class. Tomorrow is holiday, guys. Thank you so much. So this is the demo number 2. Once again, happy Ugadi to you, and definitely you will have much more opportunities. This Ugadi is going to be giving you a lot of good opportunities, good skills you can learn, and you can easily go into IT industry, right? So people who are earning less salary, why? Because you don't have proper skills. If you have the proper skill, BA, BCom guys also can get into IT industry and then 70,000 rupees per month, 1 lakh rupees per month. I'm telling you, completely global automation is going on with the help of data science. So, chota mota jobs will get automated. I'm telling you, if you don't come out today, if you don't come out today, you are going to be losing your jobs. Clear? All operations, even all the teaching jobs will go away. I'm telling you. So, no teachings will be there. Byju's and Unacademy, these people, best faculty is going to be teaching you. You don't have teaching capability, teaching jobs. I'm telling you. All teachers have to wake up and come out, and all the accountant, all small chota mota guys, people who are earning 10 20,000 rupees have to wake up and come out and pick up the skills, guys. You don't need MTech certifications. You need what? You need skills. You need skills. Pick up the skills, get into IT industry, earn more money. Lot of openings the next 3 years in the Indian IT industry. According to TCS HR, Mr. Rajanna, 10 years of projects got automated already because of the COVID. We don't have the people now. America cannot supply the software, guys, because no population there. No population there. China, nobody will believe. Only one country where the more population is there, more skills are there, that is India. So you are the people, you can get more and more opportunities. Next 3 years, you're going to be rocking, guys, and you have to prepare for the hot skills and don't go into broker's hand. I'm telling you, don't go into broker hands. So companies are getting opened. You will learn everything in 1 month. You will get a job. You pay me 2 lakh, 3 lakh. If you're, approaching them, you lose the money, you lose the confidence. Again, you will become nothing in this world. Okay. Companies needs your skills. Companies does not need your the brokers. So broker needs your money. Don't approach your broker. Don't approach. My relative is telling me that I can get a job. My relative will get a share from the broker, right? So don't, even your cousin, your brother, your opposite guy, no, nothing. My own family, I never told my own brothers to take a broker, sir. I told them, if you wanted to get into IT industry, give me 3 months of time. I can place you anywhere. You have the skill. I will place you if you don't get a job. You come back to me. If I don't place you, then you ask me, I will feed you every month 50,000 rupees. This is my challenge. Every month I'll give you 50,000 rupees till you die. But you have to learn the proper skills slowly. Slow and steady wins the race, right? You have to have the proper mentors, proper gurus. You need to have people like Rajamouli to shape you up. Antegane, I have a good story, but there is no proper director. Nothing will happen with the story, right? You need to have proper mentors, proper gurus have to be there. If you have a proper gurus, anybody can become a star in this world, right? So Modi can become a Prime Minister of India. Abraham Lincoln Shoemaker can become a President of America. Why can't you? Right? You can also. Only thing is that you have to have proper gurus, proper mentors. We do not need brokers. We do not need agents to get our lives spoiled. So never do that. So get the proper gurus. Go onlinetrainings.com. Goal is not to teach Power BI. Go online trainings. Bhaskar Jogi's aim is not to teach Power BI. My aim is to place you in the IT industry, especially for the rural people who are not having proper income levels, who do not have proper speaking English, who do not have support. So all the people from the rural background have to come to the IT industry, guys. Inform your friends, inform you guys, people who cannot afford, people who cannot learn the skills, and we are helping them utilize them and approach us, right? For the better technologies, better lives, we are there. So I am from the IT industry. I am not a bookish knowledge guy. We are worked in the IT industry, and we are sharing our knowledge. Utilize it and properly use it for your growth purpose. Happy Ugadi once again, guys, and thank you so much. Today and tomorrow our office are closed, so nobody will be there to answer your calls if you're calling means. So Monday, definitely the payment links and everything will come after the demo. So the next demo will be on the Monday morning, same time with the same meeting ID, guys. Thank you so much for your time. I'll take your questions now. Yeah, guys, you can ask the questions if you have something.
So my question was like, for
You asking
example,
something?
we are, sir, we
Yeah,
are
tell me.
going into, yeah, yes, sir. So we are going into Power BI and we are learning SQL. So if we are joining in the company, sir,
Yeah.
so like after that, how much time we can survive? For example, after that, I mean, is there will we have to join another like another course also we have to do, or like we will in this
See,
domain only we can.
what you have to do after learning, I am going to be giving you very, very complex case studies. This program is a Gurukulam program. I'm telling you, it is not a normal course, which is a Gurukulam curriculum, Gurukulam course content, and it is a completely in-depth of course coverage, including inclusive of projects. We can easily handle 3 years of or 4 years of the work pressure with this content. Okay.
Sir. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
sir. And apart from that, sir, for example, if someone is having some, for example, in Power BI only, if
Yeah.
someone is working for having 10 years of experience, so they are also working in this domain like or Power BI SQL, or they are learning on new softwares now also, sir.
No, many
That's my
people
question,
from
sir.
.NET background, Java background, SAP background, they're jumping into Power BI, and they're also, going with the Power BI because Power BI has a lot of opportunities. So they need mid-level guys, they need senior guys, they need junior guys, right? So companies will, take, different levels of people for the projects.
And
For
for
example,
data
I have
scientists,
20
you are
years of
telling.
experience. I am using Power BI last, 5 years. I can also join as a Power BI architect in the Amazon company. Okay.
And also data scientists, you are telling that after
Guys,
5 years of experience, you can switch,
voice
sir.
is not so clear.
So for data scientists, you are telling that for 10 after 10 years we can switch, sir.
After 3, 4 years, you can, if you wanted to go, you can go, but not immediately because lot of students who have learned data science elsewhere, they did not get not even a single job. Then again, we trained them in BI. Now I placed them, especially one guy from Kakinada. He paid 2 lakhs and not able to get a job. Then again, he got my, YouTube, link in the YouTube. Now again, I trained him in this one. Now that guy got a job in HCL Technologies with 15 lakhs of salary package. 2005 passed out. Almost 17 years of working for a ASB, State Bank of India. Now that guy learned last completely 1.5 year data science, but no opportunities. We couldn't get it. So now I placed. We gave the training. He got the placement in HCL
Yeah,
Technologies
we are చెప్తావు
and with 15 lakhs of salary package.
So,
Yeah. In the reality, many people can teach you, but end of the day, who's going to be helping you to get the placement? That is important, right?
yes, sir.
If you don't get the placement, that is useless. And only, data science is hot. Everybody is saying you learn data science. If you learn a data science, you lose the money and confidence and you don't get a job. That is for sure. And nobody is giving you a placement. You have to be very, very talented. Now tell me how many talented guys will be there? How many Bill Gates will be there in the crowd? How many Aristotles will be there? How many Socrates will be there? Right? How many Ramanujas will be there? It is very, very difficult all people to get into a data scientist role because definitely data science is a hot skill, right? But I don't recommend if you're not able to get placed. So definitely end of the day, you have to get the placement done. Clear? You study well, you give the interviews. If you are not able to get a job, then come back. Come to Hyderabad. We are there in Kokatapalli. 100% you will be able to get a job. Minimum of 10 lakhs of salary package, guys. Am I clear? So that is for sure. You have to, learn skills properly. You should not believe the brokers. If you believe the brokers, that is your fate. Nobody can support you. Yeah. Any other questions? You don't have any
Sir,
questions? Yeah.
sir,
Hello, sir. This is hello.
Tell me, Amma.
Yes, sir.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఏమంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫ్రెషర్స్ మేము ఫ్రెషర్స్ అయితే అవుతాం కదా సార్ వేరే ఫీల్డ్ నుంచి
Fresher అయితే there are few companies who need the freshers, but you need to have SQL knowledge and a bit of Power BI knowledge, Nana. I can refer few companies, okay? Yeah, you have to go there for interview. Last month, one guy got a job.
ఓకే
He's MBA guy, and with 6 lakh salary package, he got it.
ఓకే
Right, MBA graduate, and he has given the interview in SQL and Power BI, and he got a job, okay? Yeah. Any other question?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, what are your free timings, sir? Can we meet in the institute?
I am free after 3 o'clock. I'll be available in the institutions. So before you come, just inform me in the mail so that I can give you appointment. I can meet you in my office. Okay?
Same at Kukatpalli.
Yeah, same at Kokatpalli.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు 3 months కోర్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అటెంప్ట్స్ ఏం చేయాలో మీరు చేస్తారు సార్?
ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ నేను ఎంతమంది చేస్తాను నాన్న 300 మందికి చేయాలని చేస్తాను నేను మీరు
అదే సార్.
ఓకే
అంటే
ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ మీరు చేయాలి, బట్ కంప్లీట్లీ ద స్టోరీ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఐల్ గివ్ యూ.
సరే సార్. ఒకవేళ
పీపుల్ హు డు నాట్ హ్యావ్ స్కోప్, ఎవరైతే చేయలేకపోతున్నారో వాళ్ళు కంప్లీట్ గా 3 to 4 రౌండ్స్ ఫెయిల్ అయిపోతారు. సో వన్ గై ఫ్రమ్ మనేంద్ర ఇస్ ఫ్రమ్ కంప్లీట్లీ సివిల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్. లిసన్ టు మీ, ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ వెరీ క్లియర్.
వాయిస్ ఇస్ నాట్ క్లియర్ సార్.
వాయిస్ క్లియర్ లేదు అలాగనే. సి వన్ గై ఈస్ ఫ్రమ్ విశాఖపట్నం. That guy came back to me, sir, I am civil background, 2007 passed out. Can I give the interviews? I said, you try. No, one suddenly he came and told me, sir, I got the job. I told you, I asked him how much you got it. I got 15 lakhs of salary package and I got the job in Vizag itself. Then how come you got the job? Sir, I have failed for 10 interviews and they're asking only the lessons you taught me in the class, nothing else. Anybody can get job if they prepare very well in the topics that I'm going to teach, guys. Clear? So a lot of people are saying they don't have the confidence, but after that, recently one girl got a job. She's an MBA girl, and she's able to crack 2 to 3 interviews with the help of this subject only, guys.
సార్ నాకు 4+ years ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంది సార్ ఐటీలో. కాకపోతే ఒకవేళ పవర్ బిఐ మీద జాబ్ క్రాక్ చేస్తే వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఫ్రెషర్గా ట్రీట్ చేయరు కదా. అంటే మేనేజ్
నాలెడ్జ్ వచ్చేస్తుందండి. నేను ఇచ్చింది మీకు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్డ్ నాలెడ్జ్. ఇక్కడ బేసిక్స్ స్కిల్స్ ఉండవు, బయట ఉన్నట్టు. అర్థమవుతుందా? యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి గెటింగ్ విత్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. ఓకే, సో విచ్ విల్ నాట్ బి బేసిక్. 3 to 4 years, 5 years people survive అవుతా ఉన్నారు. సో దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ నాలెడ్జ్ విల్ బి గివెన్ హియర్.